Okay, so this is what we're working with. The cabinets were installed, good, decent cabinets, but they need to be sanded. There's rough areas where they installed the range hood and did some damage, so all that has to be replaced. The pot filler needs to be installed. The cabinets are, like I said, in really good shape. They're clean. They need to be sanded. All the cabinets, upper and lower, need to be sanded. And so we'll remove all of the hardware that's here and then we'll reinstall it. That's the microwave that is due to go in the spot for the microwave. Of course, like I said, it needs some adjustment. There's going to need to be some work done here to get it installed. We'll figure that out. All tape and drywalled, or tape and mud, I should say, and finish off. But the pantries, closets, everything looks good here. We're going to pull all the lights, all the can lights out, redo that, pull all the can lights out, clean them, and reinstall them. Refrigerator goes here, and this is where obviously the sink will go. The sink will go here, so they'll cut for the sink and the dishwasher. All these cabinet doors need to be redone, so we'll sand them all down and wood putty them and make them all nice, and we'll clean up all those hinges. All those hinges need to be taken off and cleaned, and we'll put those back on throughout the kitchen. So a lot of work here in the kitchen to be done, but nothing that can't be fixed. The floor, pieces missing in the floor, that needs to be done. We need to, set trim, all kinds of trim that needs to be done. The drawers under the cooktop, they'll come cut the counter for the cooktop, which this actually is the counter. So the marble is already in. Needs to be caulked. Here we'll put clear silicone there to caulk that. I'll ask if they in fact want, it may be too late, under cabinet lighting, which I would have done. Under cabinet lighting, LED lighting. The crown molding all needs to be trimmed or taken and painted and caulked. So we'll caulk all the crown molding, which is actually pretty nice molding, but we need to redo it. All little imperfections in the wall need to be cleaned up. All the baseboards need to be redone throughout the whole kitchen. Like I said, the cabinets all need to be, make sure they're level. This is where the double oven is going. We'll make sure that fits in there. Of course, the built-in refrigerator over here. This is the sink that will go here, farmhouse sink. And so we'll make sure that's good. Like I said, they put in the trim, or the marble all needs to be cleaned up. So we'll clean all of that up. I don't know what that is there, why they did that, but we need to get a plate that will actually fit that a little better. That looks tacky. We'll caulk underneath to make all of that nice and clean. And then, of course, caulk all the corners. All the corners need to be caulked, painted, and all this stuff here needs to be cleaned up. You've got a bunch of little things, but little things add up to big things, as we all know that. So yeah, we'll get all that taken care of. Get these cabinets, like I said, pull all the hinges and redo every hinge. Clean them up so that they're supposed to be silver. Let's get them back to silver because they don't look white right. They've been sprayed. But we'll spray the cabinets as need to. We'll finish all of that up underneath the upper cabinets, as well as make sure the lower cabinets and all of the wood that touches the floor is properly installed. We'll fix all the loose wood floor planks that have started separating. We'll take care of all of that. And then again, fixing all of that that's under there. And then making sure that everything is all the doors are all caulked and sealed and have a nice finish on them. This is a bench. It's a bench that matches. We're going to relocate that against the wall to do a banquette with a back on it. So we'll cut the trim so that it fits flush. And we'll bring that plug out and put it inside of here so they can access a plug for iPhone or their cell phones or pads or whatever, but they'll have access to a plug. And then again, fix all of the wood, the drywall that has all the damage all around the windows, the cracks, tape and bed them, mud it out, make it look nice, and then fix all the stuff around the windows, caulk, and then tear out the old caulk and put in all the new caulk. So we'll do all of that. Have plenty of flooring to do everything. This is going to be the big job. So sanding this down to the bare wood and then trying to match the floor. So she's got the color, but it needs to be diluted to actually give us this floor color here. So to vein in the wood, we'll figure that out. Might even need to put a little brown in there, as you can see the brown in the floor, even though this is a gray floor. Redo this coat hook here in the entry. We're going to redo that. And then make sure all the floors are intact and the baseboard. We're going to hang barn doors here, this location, and on this wall. So essentially, you'll have barn door there opening this way and a barn door here opening this way. So that's what we're going to do. We'll make sure all the floor is clean, all the baseboards are done, painting all the walls, fix all the baseboard, the crown molding cracks, put everything the way it should be. So we'll fix all of that and make that nice. And then, areas like this here, clean all of that up. That's not acceptable. And so, yeah, but the stairs is going to be replacing all of these spindles with metal spindles. So we're going to take all of that out and we'll put in the new metal spindles, which will look really nice. Redo all the trim up the staircase and fix all of this. This looks really bad. So we'll redo all of that and make all that look really nice and clean it up so that it looks, just real good. We'll put a quarter round on there and finish that off, make it look nice. And so again, finishing the staircase all the way up and making it look really good with the metal spindles that they have over there. Drywall the entire fireplace to the ceiling and take the crown molding and finish it out. And then we've got a granite hearth, a granite piece that we'll put on top of here and drywall this bottom, so you eliminate all the brick and make it contemporary. Remove these and then put built in a box so she gets a bigger squared off fireplace mantle, which will be done with drywall, which will look really nice. Like I said, realign all the doors, make sure they're all good, make sure they're all fitting, clean them all up, and make sure all of the trim and everything is done, caulked and painted. And just a bunch of stuff. It's not hard, but there is a lot of things that need to be done in order to make this, look really nice. This, in fact, is the hall bath. So we'll redo a few things in here, make this nice, put a better light up, clean these cabinets up, clean these cabinets, and then we're going to install toilet. We'll put up shower rods and clean up all of that. I don't understand how they cut that, but we'll clean all of that up based on what they did. And, you know, take care of the cabinets, do all the sealing, okay, and just make it look nice. We'll clean, make sure the tub, the stopper, the fixtures are all good, unless we need to replace them. The sink, the counter, make sure everything's clean and caulked all the way around, so we make sure everything's done there. And then the bedrooms will need to be, this is the laundry area, so we'll make sure everything is perfect in here, no leaks, make sure everything's fine, make sure the floor is all trimmed out and everything, and then we're going to put doors here, I take it, and so we'll take care of that. This is bedroom 1. These doors need to be redone. They're actually regular doors that someone hung. As you can see, they have door hinges, and they also have knobs. So we're going to redo these, whether we reuse these doors and put them maybe in a lunchroom and put a true sliding door here and just clean all this closets up. Clean the bedrooms up, all the trim, baseboard trim, all the crown molding. Take all the air heating duct vents down and redo them. Clean them or replace them. Put dead plates where there's phones. We'll put dead plates. No one uses phones anymore. This is bedroom 2. So we will basically be doing the same thing here. Just cleaning it up, getting it ready, replacing vents, crown molding, trim. Make sure the windows are all good, clean, paint the walls, paint the trim, and then so that's the game plan here. The master bedroom is going to be a job in itself. We'll make sure that the windows and doors are good. You got a door to the exterior. Make sure all the base molding is done. The crown molding, fix any cracks in the ceiling, fix any cracks around the windows and the window seals. Floor, like I said, baseboard, dead plates where there's phone lines because no one uses those anymore. Again, fix all the imperfections in the crown molding, paint it, sand it, paint it. Do these doors, redo the doors. Replace all the toilets. Make sure all these doors are lined up right and fixed, because this is bad. So we'll fill and sand all the doors so that the hinges fit right. Shower needs a sweep, so we'll take care of that. Make sure there's no leaking here. Make sure this is all slanted and pivot the way it needs to be. Same way with this door here. We'll be fixing where the hinges are, filling that and sanding it. Paint the closets so that they're nice and bright. Fix the trim on the floor where it meets the door, because that needs to be done. And then we're going to do all the baseboard in here, because these baseboards are really bad. So we'll redo all the baseboards. Same way with the cabinets. Sandy's cabinets, you got run marks. We'll fix all of this. Needs to be fixed. Fix caulk and paint all of this as far as the doors go. The light, put up a new light or another light. So there's actually 2 lights over each one of the sinks, which should have been done. I don't know if we're going to replace faucets. If she wants, fine. If not, then we'll go with what's here. The flooring is okay. Make sure everything's caulked and grouted right. We'll get some touch-up grout and fix that if need be. And essentially, you know, like I said, check all the floors. There's a couple of high and low spots in the floor that we'll go over and make sure they're good. All the vents need to be, as I said, make sure the skylights are great. Check the vents. We're going to do scaffolding up here. So we're going to put scaffolding up and make sure that that's good. I think she's doing a different light here, so we'll be changing that out. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty cool job, and real excited. Upstairs, not a lot to do. Paint, we want to do all this trim here, do all this, sand all this down, and restain it so that it all matches what she wants. Fix all of that so that that looks better than it does. The light switches, fix all of that. The molding, the crown molding, fix that, make sure that that's all caulked and done. And then again, vents, fix the vents, crown molding, make sure everything in here is fine, the windows, window sills. The bathroom seems to be in good shape, but we'll make sure. We'll check everything, probably shower rod and so forth, and make sure this is good to go. New toilets, of course. And yeah, just work on these closets. Take and get these out, make sure they're good. Make sure they're painted the white like is in here. So we'll definitely do that, paint all the closets. Paint these walls, all the walls. The entire house is being painted. So we're going to paint the entire house. Paint every ceiling and every wall and every piece of trim will all be painted. So projection time is 2 months to get it moving ready is what we're looking at. So well, wish me luck, and we're going to go ahead on and get started, and it should be good. We're going to take this floor up, these panels, this one, we're going to take it all the way over to the wall, because as you can see, there's a crack, and the crack follows all the way over to here. The floor crack for some reason. We'll check it, we'll adhesive and put it down so it doesn't do it again. But yeah, you got to, the houses shift here, so you got to take provisions for the shifting, and that's why these areas here are like this. But we'll clean all of that up and fix those problems and all the doors, and make that look good. So, like I said, wish me luck. It should be a pretty exciting job. It's partly done, and so, like I said, we got a 60-day time frame, and we're going to knock it out and make it happen and make this homeowner very happy and excited. She's a nice lady, her and her husband, great people, and I'm real excited to be doing the job. So thanks, and keep you posted.